Hey everybody, it's Christina Holloway here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share 3 tips on how to be more assertive at work without coming across as rude. Personally, I don't think being direct is rude, so this video is really intended to help you get used to sounding direct without defaulting to feeling like you're being rude. It's a habit, and you can develop it, and it's something you can learn, and you should. And if someone tells you you're being rude, well, I have a tip for that too. Real quick, if you enjoy this content and want to learn more about how to make power moves in your career, make sure to follow my channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video from me. All right, so let's get started. Tip number 1, start being direct. There's a difference between saying, hey, if you have time and it's no bother, could you finish that report that was due last week? I'd really appreciate it. Or saying, you know, that report was due last week. We're going to need it by the end of the day today. What needs to change with your priorities in order to get that done? The first one is a yes-no question. Now, yes-no questions can create conflict pretty fast. Can you get this done? No. Well, why the hell not? See? The second one is an ask statement. I love ask statements. It's one of the biggest tools I use with my clients to get them out of overwhelm and into moving forward again. If you're not used to using ask statements, let's say it's because you have a habit of defaulting to yes-no questions, then start small. Practice your ask statement in a private conversation. That way, if you mess up, it won't be in front of a group of people and it won't seem so confrontational. Next, you can use I statements, but be careful how you use them. I need this done today is more domineering than we've run out of time, how can I help? When using the I statement, make sure it's intended to offer relief instead of accountability. I want this done properly versus I want to make sure you're successful here. Next, be very specific. If you rely heavily on creating fluff around your request, then cut it all out. This one's hard to break, but once you develop a new habit with super awareness around how you're talking, you'll find that it's a much better way to communicate. Stop with the, if you're not too busy, or I was hoping you might be able to, or I'm sorry to bother you again about this. You don't sound polite when you talk this way. You sound wishy-washy. Don't add filler. This was supposed to be done last week, and I noticed it's not finished. Where do you need support to get this done because now it's late? Direct, I statement, ask statement, results focused. That's how you do it. And if you start using these techniques and someone calls you rude, which they might because this is a new approach from you, then you have a simple response. Well, I'm not trying to be rude, I'm trying to be direct because we now have a problem. Take some time to think about how to get this done today and then let me know where you need help. This statement addresses the deflection, adds clarification, and redirects back to problem solving the situation. Notice also that when someone deflects, it's important to avoid using I statements and you statements. Why? Because that other person was already defensive. Using I and you will create more conflict. Do your best to hold your composure and use polite language. Tip number 2, pay attention to how you deliver the message. In order to be more direct, you have to feel confident, and if you don't outwardly project confidence, well, it's noticeable. Trying to speak directly with your head down, your eyes averted, and your voice low will send a mixed message. And if you've been told you're not being clear, or you get the you're being rude remark, it's possible that your statements and your delivery are misaligned. Pay attention to your nonverbal cues. Direct eye contact makes a big difference. And it doesn't matter if it's in person or on a Zoom call. I actually think it's easier on a Zoom call. Your ability to look directly at the other person with a neutral expression on your face, whether in person or directly to the camera, gives you the opportunity to create a connection. Once you've created a connection, you'll be able to make your ask statements without too much pushback. Because in reality, you're trying to solve a problem, not accuse someone of failing. And when we don't use good nonverbal cues, that other person's going to read into what you're saying. The way you approach people is just as important as what you're trying to say to them. Make sure to also use a neutral tone of voice. You may be panicking, but panicking never solved anything. It just gets other people to panic. Maintain control over your tone of voice. Frustration works, but only if you use it to emphasize that the situation is problematic, not the person. Tip number 3, be consistent. The more you use these techniques, the more you'll develop a habit of showing up this way consistently. And the more you're consistent with your direct approach to solving problems or dealing with conflict, the more your coworkers will come to expect it from you. Having a direct communication style lets others know how to work with you, understand your temperament, and start seeing you as someone who can solve problems with tact and ease. And developing a direct communication style paired with enough confidence to create a human connection shows that you are relatable and trustworthy. That's someone we all want to work with. All right, so that's it for my video on how to be direct without coming across as rude. If you have developed these skills and it has helped you in your career, feel free to share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And if you enjoyed watching this video and you found it helpful, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up by hitting that like button, and make sure you're following my channel so you never miss another video from me. Don't forget to check out my Communication Toolkit playlist. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.